there's too many scamming menus. Do not go to Instagram trying to find your manufacturer. Do not go to Instagram trying to find a manufacturer. They will scam the boots off your YouTube. It's your boy Coming Term, and I'm back again with another video. So in this video today, I will be telling y'all and teaching y'all. I have to grab my book of notes. How to find a good manufacturer. Now that is one of the hardest things when starting up a new brand, or let's say your menu takes too long to ship, your menu tried to scam you, they charge too much for a sample, they charge too much for your bulk. So I will teach you all how to find a good manufacturer for a good price. So let's just get straight into it. Number one, I suggest going to Alibaba.com. And so Alibaba.com, think of it as a huge marketplace for manufacturers where you can find anything on Alibaba, but this is a huge manufacturer marketplace. So go to Alibaba, you actually create an account with Alibaba, and then go to manufacturers, and then look up what you want to create. Hoodies, tapestry hoodies, pants, denim, cargos, anything you want, Alibaba has the answer for it. So from there, you want to make sure your manufacturer that you choose and select is verified. This is one of the most essential parts. You scope out your manufacturer so you know they're not a scam. Make sure they're verified. Check how many sales they've done, and then the first question I always ask is, hey, can I please see your process, like how you all make it? Can I see some of your past work? And then you get their WhatsApp and you do a video call, if they have time for it. If they don't, schedule one and ask to see all of it. Ask to see the entire factory, how they do stuff, how they operate. And yeah, so the next one I suggest is actually, this is like not getting a manufacturer, but it's getting a manufacturer for your hoodies. Blanks by 13. They have great hoodies. They have great sweats, high quality. Actually, I don't have any with me right now. They have good quality hoodies, good quality sweats, and that's actually a great way to go. If you, let's say you're screen printing, or let's say you have your own sewing machine in your house and you say, okay, cool, let me just buy this great quality blank. And actually, I'll put up the pricing in the video, but they have great prices actually for the quality that they provide. They're made in the USA, in LA. Actually, they're pre-shrunk, pre-washed, so the hoodies don't shrink. If you wash the hoodies, they don't lose dye. Great hoodie, amazing hoodie. And yeah, if you can sew your own embroidery. If, let's say your brand doesn't require like custom, I guess. Like my brand, I want to add pearls and rhinestones and different stitches. Maybe let's say your brand doesn't require that. You're good. You're golden. Me personally, I like the Blanks by 13 hoodies strictly for the blanks, like strictly for the fit of the hoodie. And they have a large hood. Amazing. It's an amazing product. Another brand is called Humane Blanks. Although this is a Pakistani brand, and although you can get manufacturers from Pakistan, but China have better manufacturers simply because the turnaround time is quicker, cheaper prices, better quality. It's a lot of stuff. Pakistan, they're very hungry out in Pakistan, so they need a dollar. They need a dollar, and you don't want to go to a manufacturer that needs business more than you have to supply for them. Because if they were a good brand, a great brand, they would have business. They would have clients. So you want to go China. You want to go to Alibaba, find a manufacturer. You can find multiple manufacturers. You can put them up against each other. Like you can give them your design, buy a sample from one manufacturer, buy a sample from another manufacturer, and then see which one's better for the price and all that stuff. And I have a few tips. I have a few tips to tell you all, to give y'all when you're looking for a manufacturer. The first tip is never ever ever buy a sample in full price. And you're like, what? Never buy a sample in full price. Pay half for the brand for the manufacturer to start the production of your sample. And I know this is the Capri method actually. I'm gonna tell you, this is the Capri method. Capri actually, he buys his bulk, but he only pays for half to start the production. Now, you can use that on a sample actually. If you build up a good rapport, and you're supposed to always have a great relationship with your manufacturer because they're the ones handling your stuff. If you have a problem with it, if you have a problem with anything, talk to your manufacturer first. Before scrapping your manufacturer, have a conversation and see if you can resolve it. If they don't resolve it, then you go to another man. Really, you just pay half, negotiate to where you can pay half up front to start the production once they're finished. And you also want to check up on your designs once a week, once to twice a week. Like, be on it, be on top of the menu. Like, you have to. There's no ifs, ands, buts. You have to dot your I's and cross your T's always to make sure you have the best product that your mind created. But yeah, so pay half once the production started and you see it's going good, and then once they finish production, you pay the rest of the half, and then you pay shipping, and then that's when you get the product to your house, to your door. Let's say you're in Germany, I guess, India or something. But always ask your manufacturer what's shipping time plus turnaround time. You don't want to buy a sample and it's going to take 3 months with creating it, shipping it, and then by the time you're done your promo and your marketing, you're baked, you're fried, you're French fried, because you've put out your brand. Maybe you've done pre-orders. I don't know. You don't ever want to do pre-orders before you get a sample, before folks see it on body. This thing, I don't know. That chargeback some serious Shopify. Some very serious. And always try to negotiate, but never lowball. So what I mean by this is, let's say your manufacturer says the total is $200, not including shipping. Let's say you try to say, hey, can we make that $200 including shipping, or can we make that $175 plus, and then shipping is going to be $20, it's $195, where originally, if it was $200 plus shipping, that's $220. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain, but it's going to be rare to find a piece that's $200. If you have a high quality piece and a great manufacturer, your sample price is going to be roughly $400 to $500. That's just the industry standard. Always, I want to say just be cautious, be on top of what you're doing. I don't want to say be aggressive. I don't want to say be dominant either. I want to say be assertive when talking to your manufacturers, when checking up on your samples, when calling them, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because when you're on top of your stuff, it comes out perfect. It comes out great. Fish for manufacturers, and typically, if you're in America and you're talking to a Chinese manufacturer, they're either 12 hours ahead of us. So let's say what time is it?
It's 3:28 p.m.
It's 2:28 p.m. here. It's going to be 3:28 a.m. there. So you have to be cautious of that, and always know they're going to be ahead of time. So Alibaba. Go to Alibaba, make your account, and find your manufacturer off of the manufacturer marketplace. That's what it is. It's a big flea market for manufacturers. Alibaba. Blanks by 13. Blanks by 13 has great high quality hoodies. Their hoodies are like probably the best hoodie I've ever felt. And that's simply because it's pre-shrunk, like the cotton, great quality cotton, pre-washed, all that stuff. I love a big hood, like a big hood that ends like right here. And I have a big head. I have a great real big head. So yeah. Humane blanks, I suggested them, but they kind of have I think they have 1,800 GSM hoodies, and that's actually very thick. So GSM is basically how dense the hoodie is per, I guess, centimeter or something like that. I don't know. It's basically how thick the hoodie is. So if you have a 500 GSM hoodie, that's very heavyweight. versus a 300 GSM hoodie that's very lightweight, thin. They have 1800 GSM hoodies. That's basically 2 layers of 900 GSM. And they have drawstrings and stuff like that on the bottom. So you might want to add that actually to your manufacturer. There's nothing that's impossible when creating clothing. There's nothing that's impossible. Just know that. Just know there's nothing impossible. So if your manufacturer says we can't do that, find you somebody else. Well, cheat on that. Yeah. Make sure your manufacturer is Chinese. Not go to a Pakistani manufacturer. No diss to you, Pakistan, but it's just quicker turnaround time in China. Cheaper, less scams, more trustworthy individuals, sources. So there's too many scammy menus. Do not go to Instagram trying to find a manufacturer. Do not go to Instagram trying to find a manufacturer. They will scam the boots off your tail. Make sure you are very specific when you are talking to your manufacturer. If you say, I want drop shoulders, note how many inches or how many centimeters you want the shoulder to be dropped. Let's say you have a thick cuff on your shirt, on your hoodie. Let them know how many inches you want. How many inches thick you want the cuff to be. If you want a thick neck collar, let them know how many inches you want the collar to be. Be very specific. Be very adamant and assertive about what you want. Do not pay a full amount for the blank at one time. Do the half and half Capri method. Do the Capri method. It will save you so much money in the long run. Always try to negotiate, but never try to lowball your manufacturer. Always try to get the cheapest price possible. It will save you money in the long run. After you have established that with your manufacturer, then you can start, tipping and giving them money on top. Yeah, YouTube. This is how to find a manufacturer / what to do, what not to do when you find a manufacturer with your clothing brand. You are now, I want to say 20% done with getting your first piece. You're 20% done with getting your first piece, your first big drop, your first 6-figure drop, 10 band month, 5 band month, whatever you want, whatever you're shooting for. But yeah, y'all, I will catch y'all boys when I catch y'all boys. Like I said, if you talk about my hair, you're racist, and I don't got shit to explain to y'all niggas. Alright, bro. Be easy, man. I'm loving you.